Hello everyone, I'm Yusuf from Techno Study. This class we're going to be talking about loops. So we have two types of loops. One is a while loop and one is for loop. So first of all, before we get into while and for loops, what is a loop? So loops are things that continue itself and repeats the same pattern that it draws before. So we can do it right here with an example. So while loop is actually similar with if and else statement. But in a way, the similar way is that they both have a condition to work. So let's say Boolean and A equals true. And then let's say here while A, which means if A is true, it's going to work. While A is true, system out print line A. So what is this going to do? Let's review this for a second. It will first get into loop because is A true? Yes, it is true. And does it change in anywhere in the loop? No, it doesn't. So system out print line true. Okay, and then is it still true? It is still true. So it will do the same thing again and again and again until I stop the loop, until I stop the code. And you can see here, I will stop it because it will go really far. So this is basically it. Let me show you with an integer what I mean. So I'll say int A equals 0. And while A is, let's say, less than 18, let's say 97, print out A. So what is it going to do? Oh, hold on a second. I have to say A++. So I want this code go from 0 to 97. It will come here, it will print the 0, and then it will ++, which will add 1. And it will do it until it's 97, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until it's 97. And if I want to print out the 97th number as well, I will put equals here, and then it will give me 97. So for the for loop, it's similar, but not the same. So for while loop, we create the variable before, and then we have to put it in the condition. In for loop, while you're writing the for loop, you say for int I equals 0. The for loop usually uses an I, but you can use anything. So I can say Y as well here, but I'm more used to I. This is called for I loop, like for I loop. And then the first, we create a variable. We say the variable's name is I, and it will go from it will be 0. And then we will put a bound to it. We will put a limit. How long will it run? So I will say until I is bigger than 5. Here. Until I is bigger than 5, it's going to run. So which means it's going to run 5 times? No, 6 times. Because 0th and 5th. So it's going to be 6 times. And then in here, you will put how you want the variable to go along. Like we put here A++, we will put here A++, I++ here, or you can put plus equals 2, which will add 2 every time, but I want 1 every time. So I will say here, system out print line, I, and then I will comment out this code so that they don't confuse. As you see, 0, 5, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it worked 6 times, yes. And if you don't want the 0th to be, you can just put 1 here, because it will come here, and then it will print that out. So I will do one more example for loop, and then I will finish it. So let's say, so there's an easy way to write for I loop. When you say for, it comes here. See, for I. So when you click on that, it gives you a choice. If you actually want to keep I or you want to change something else. So when I delete this, it will do all of them. And when I say my name, it will put all of them. Or if I say Techno Study, the variable's name will be Techno Study, but it will be too long. So I'll just stick with I and then press enter. And it gives you what is the bound that you want to put this to. I will say 100 and then press enter, and my loop is ready. So let's say we want to print out all the even numbers from 0 to 100. How are you going to do it? So how can we get an even number? Of course, by using remainder, right? Because if a number is, let's say if 10 is divisible by 2, and if the remainder is 0, I'm going to change this here. If the remainder is 0, then it is a even number, right? But if this is 11, then if this is not 0, which gives us 1, so it's not an even number. So I will be from 0 to 10. It will go from 0 to 10, and it will go from all numbers. So let's use if-else statement here. Let's say if I percentage 2 equals 0. So this means the remainder. If when I is divided by 2, I divided by 2, the remainder will be, if it is 0, then we can say system.println I plus is an even number. And we can also say else system.println I plus is an odd number. So did you guys get the logic here? It will go, let's say I is 0 this time. Let's say 4. Let's say 4, yeah. So I is 4, it will come here. 4 divided by 2. What is the remainder? 0. So we'll say 4 is an even number. Let's say 5. The next round will be 5. 5 divided by 2, what is it? 4. 2. The result is 2. And what is the remainder? It's 1. So is it 0? No, it's not. So it's going to say 5 is an odd number. Do you guys want to print it out? Let's print it out. So you see here, let's check. 79 is an odd number, 76 is an even number, and it's going to do every one of them the same thing. We can do the same exact thing for the for loop, while loop as well. Let's actually do it now. So actually try to do it on your own right now. Pause the video, and then I will do the solution now while explaining it, but pause the video now. So if statement we will put here, and then say if a divided by 2 equals remainder by 2 equals 0, system.println a is an even number. Else system.println a is an odd number. And that is it. And this is, oh, I forgot to put this here. Okay, now it'll work. Now, what is this going to do? I'll put this 100 again. And then a will go from 0 to 100, but there's nothing to increase. So I will say, after you do this loop thing, go out and a plus this. And it will do the same exact thing for me. And that's it for loops, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll